This year we celebrate 30 years of freedom, 30 years from the fall of communism. And this poses a serious question. Are we free, truly? Even more complex, what is freedom and what freedom is not? I think after half a century of authoritarianism, people who are used to have their head bound and to follow orders, it's not easy for us to understand what freedom really is. We tended immediately after the change in 1989 to look at freedom as being absolute. We defined freedom wrongly as the ability to do whatever we want. But that is not freedom, that's chaos, because our own freedom would inevitably encroach on other people's freedom. So freedom cannot be absolute. Freedom in community, in society, has to take in consideration and respect the freedom of others. Only God is absolutely free. We humans have to understand that freedom brings with it responsibility. So whatever we choose will have consequences. If it doesn't have consequences, it's not really freedom. So communism fell. But we shortly realized that although we came out of communism as a system, communism is still alive in every one of us, in our mindsets. We thought that democracy is around the corner. We'll get to it immediately because we're smart people. It's not a complicated thing. It's not rocket science. And we soon realized that freedom is a matter of changing your mindset, changing your worldview. And that doesn't happen overnight. It takes effort. There are things to learn, and more importantly, there are things to unlearn. And those are the most difficult. Under communism, we were told what to do. And if you do what you're told, an authoritarian regime will reward you. If you don't, they will punish you. So it's very Pavlovian, you learn in time to do the right thing and to get the right reward. When the reward system changes, then your conviction is tested. So will you do the right thing because it is the right thing to do? Because often democratic societies, unfortunately, do not reward good choices, especially in transition periods like ours, especially when transition period seems to be permanent. So you need conviction. How do you build convictions? We are created by God as communitarian beings. We are zoon politikon. And we act our humanity in interaction with others. So we build our convictions as we understand the world, as we interact with other people, and hopefully as we listen to God who has created us. Of course, people who do not believe there is a God, they would look at consensus. And we have to admit that there are some kind of universal human values in society. And this is something that unites Christians and non-Christians. We may have different routes or different ways at acquiring values, but the truth is that there are some common human values, and we can meet together on those. We can agree to work together on things that we have in common to build a flourishing society and to allow every member of community to use his or her own gifts, talents, preferences. Now, this is a complicated matter because somebody's preferences may not be ours, and when our ethical system clash, then we have a problem. Should we, Christians, because we know what God wants, impose our values for the good of others, even if they don't believe in them? I don't think this is acceptable. This may work in Christendom, in society that are run by Christian presidents, Christian kings, or priesthood like in Israel. But this doesn't work in pluralist society. We can't impose on others our own values as good as we may think they are. So we need to engage in dialogue. We need to work together on consensus. That's complicated, but that's also rewarding because it builds society and maturity in us. Freedom is a challenge, but it's also an opportunity. Will we be up to the challenge? I don't know. Israel came out of Egypt with a mentality of slaves. They spent 40 years in the desert, and most of them died in the desert. 2 generations needed to go before they were able to inherit the promised land. And to be fair, if you read the book of Joshua and of Judges, they didn't do very well even after that. So maybe we have to wait for 10 more years to see the fruit of this transition and this pilgrimage, and to see to what extent we have understood better what freedom is and become able to eat its fruit for the good of us all.